Oh, landmines and jellyfish. Welcome back to Knives, I guess, and it's your fault Mom drinks. But do me a favor and hit that like button, or your next 5 packages are going to be sent to you via FedEx. And this week we're going to carry the Vosteed Mini Psyop. So let's take a look at what we're holding, because it'll bother you if I don't, and you know I love you. So first things first, and most importantly, the pocket clip is tip up, which is the Lord's carry. It is reversible. We have got the Norplex micarta. We have got the axis lock. We got the thumb stud. Let's flick the stud. And we have got 2.69 inches of Elmax steel. Okay, so this is one that I've been super excited about. You know, knives that are this small usually aren't my bailiwick, and part of that is, like, you can kind of see, like, I am holding this thing in a very compromised position to swing it shut. Like, this thing is small in my hands. All right, I have got extra large hands. I got to buy extra large gloves. This thing is small. However, I bought this specifically for the Elmax. All right, that's like the most affordable Elmax I've seen from someone reputable. And there may be cheaper fixed blades in Elmax, but I can't really carry a fixed blade to review, dress code at work, what have you. So I got this to do the edge retention testing for you guys on the live stream, and of course for my own edification. I am highly curious. You know, I'm highly curious. I don't get to play with steels this premium very often because, well, your boy broke. But I dipped into the YouTube fund and picked this up because I wanted to show you guys, and I wanted to see just what Elmax was capable of and how much of a headache it's going to be to sharpen. I don't know yet. It's going to be a surprise to me. Some of you guys that have handled nicer knives than I normally do probably know all about it and are probably going to tell me in the comments, please do, how bad sharpening is and all that. But, you know, I've been excited about this. And I've been kind of delaying the gratification on it. But in a couple of weeks here, I'm planning some marathon live streams to test out some more of the Magna Cut. I got the Elmax. There's going to be some Rex 121 unless something goes totally sideways. Like, I've got these things planned out so that we can spend some time and really learn about this stuff from my perspective. But, you know, I do like what I'm seeing. You know, I like the micarta. The micarta's pretty nice. I wish they had it in different colors, but the green is okay. I am planning on waxing this and seeing what it does with some wax on it, because that should look really nice on it. It should darken it up real nice and give it a different feel. You know, I'm not sure what the importance with the designation of Norplex is on it, but what do you do? We do have full liners on this thing, which I know makes a lot of, like, partial liners make a lot of people angry on axis locks, especially smaller axis locks. I'm not bothered by it, but if you ask me, in my own humble opinion, if you hit the point where you snap something with a partial liner on it, you made about 7 mistakes before you reached that point in your day. You know, you definitely reached for the wrong tool for the wrong job. So, you know, that's just my take on it. Everybody's got their own opinions. You know, you ask 10 different people, you'll get like 10 different answers. So, yeah, what I'm looking at here as far as carrying it, I am probably going to very thoroughly enjoy how little room it's going to take in my pocket, and I'll probably get spoiled by that. You know, it's been a long time since I carried something this small. It has been a long time. I will get used to having that extra space in the pocket. I don't know whether or not it's going to be difficult to get stuff out of the pocket around it, because the dingus end right here, it's definitely coming to a softened point, and there's space in between the scales. There's space between the scales where stuff can get caught. So as small as it is, it may stay out of the way, but the way this is designed, it may be just a stuff catcher. That being said, I'm definitely looking forward to, like, this thing's got fidget factor. I mean, you got your centrifugal open right there, which makes me a very happy man. I love a centrifugal open. Of course, you got your axis lock, you got your thumb studs. The action on this is really smooth. It is a really smooth action. It may be riding on bearings. I didn't bother looking first. Unfortunately, I didn't think to before I started doing this, but that's okay. When I come back to you at the end of the week, I'll let you know what I thought about that. But I mean, the action is really smooth. I mean, this is a very smooth action. You know, and a lot of knives that are on bearings, you can kind of feel the bearings moving. This may be bronze washers. I don't know. I'll do some research into that, because I should have looked that up, but I didn't. I looked other information up, but you know how we do around here. Not always fully prepared. But yeah, and it's like I'm gonna be fidgeting with this thing. I'll be carrying it. I'll be playing with it. You know, the only thing I'm not gonna like is, again, having to have my hand in what feels like a very compromised position. Because, like, it feels like the tip of the blade is far farther down here than it actually is when I'm closing it, which is also probably being used to longer blades. Like, it's not creating a problem, but I keep feeling like it might be. You know, and I'll get used to it and it'll be fine. But, you know, outside of just the knife being quite diminutive, that's a $2 word, isn't it? But outside of the knife being quite diminutive, I like what I'm seeing here, and I mean, I'm really happy with it, you know. And again, like, it was $130. That was also a bit of a hard pill to swallow, especially with it being this small. But again, that was the most affordable Elmax from a reputable company and a folding knife that I could find. So let's take a look at how the edge is doing from the factory. I am hoping for really good things. That is a clean cut. My guess... Oh. See how I can get this without crushing it, you guys. Look at how tight that is. Like, that might be some of the best curly cues I've ever gotten off of anything. Holy. So we got a quality edge here. Those are some nice cuts in the paper. Let's get the edge tester out. Let's see what kind of number we can put on it, because I was going to say 175 to 200. But now I'm questioning my sanity. This may be significantly sharper than I thought. It's been one of those nights, so I've had some knives that just would not sharpen up to save my damn life, and I am questioning everything right now. But, and of course, you guys provided this thing through Super Chat, donations, channel memberships, what have you. Thank you for that. And of course, there is a discussion to be had. This isn't the most precise thing on the planet, but it'll get you in the ballpark. At least you have some way to quantify how sharp it is in a way you can show everybody else. So, you know, if you tested this edge in the same spot as I did on the same tester, you might get different numbers from pressing down a little bit faster or a little bit slower. Like, there are some variables in play, but this gives you a rough idea what's happening. It gets you in the ballpark, all right? So let's see what we got here. 244? Really? Yeah, like I said, things have been coming up wacky. So, I mean, like, 244 is definitely a higher number than expected. You know, like, we got something that I sharpened. We got something that I sharpened myself right here, just to show you the kind of difference that we're looking at. A 140. You know, that's closer to what I was expecting with the kind of curly cues we got off of that. We're going to test one more area, but the edge seems to be really consistent. When I was cutting the paper, I didn't feel any changes really in the edge geometry. Man, words are hard. It's been a long night. But I didn't feel any significant changes in the edge geometry through the course of the cuts on the paper, and normally that'll give it away real fast. You know, when you're pushing through that copy paper, it'll give away edge problems, it'll give away changes in your geometry, stuff like that, if you know what you're looking for. $251. All right, so we're in the 240s, 250s. I was hoping for sharper, but we're going to rock it. The Elmax, hopefully the Elmax does well enough that, you know, I'm not going to notice that. I am pretty sure with the kind of edge retention that we're going to be looking at, you'd probably never know the difference. But that does mean we're going to have a long live stream going through wearing this edge out, putting a new one on, and then wearing that one out. Because I do want to see what it does on a wider bevel, highly polished, like the stuff that I like for my edges. You know, some guys like a toothier edge for cutting through material a little bit better. I like a more polished edge for doing push cuts a lot better, because most of my work outside of YouTube with the knife is going to be breaking down a couple of boxes, maybe cutting a strap or two. Like, nothing heavy duty, nothing where I'm like cutting through cordage or cloth or something like that. So that finer edge definitely works for me better. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to a good week with this thing. I'm kind of surprised that the number on the scale was a little bit on the high side, but what do? You know, we got this right here. The flat grind and the thin blade stock definitely helped out with the cut on the paper. So yeah, I can't think of a lot else to add. Like I said, I'm expecting a good week out of this, and this is really my first impression of it looking at it. So, you know, like I said, at the end of the week, I'll let y'all know how it does. Hoping for good things. I'm hoping for a good experience. So I can't think of much else to add. So all that being said, thanks for looking at my crap. Subscribers, you guys are awesome. Y'all keep coming in. I appreciate you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We got live streams. We got regular videos. There's plenty of activities. Comments. I love some feedback. Let me know what you think about this thing. And if you know a thing or two about edge retention and sharpening on Elmax, please share. I like learning these things. And As always, I'm going to link off to Cutting Lace EDC's Diamond Emulsion so you can step up your stropping game. Not an affiliate link. I don't get paid for it. Just helping support a friend of the channel and a small business. So all that being said, y'all have a nice day.